oval islets are located in Scotland. It is only a few kilometers in length and 1 kilometer wide and over. But the more you try to find information and images on this island, you even more frustrated because there is very little information. Located in Gruinard Bay, the island has been abandoned for decades after the British scientists tested the anthrax bacteria here in 1942, when World War II was going on. They have tested chemical weapons this deadly on 60 sheep and they all died within a few days. Today, many people believe that the creatures on the island are still infected with anthrax spores, and this place is still a mystery.
First scientifically controlled BW field trials. Scientists exploded anthrax bombs near immobilized sheep to determine if the spores would survive an explosion and retain the ability to infect anyone nearby. Test results showed that anthrax could in fact be effectively dispersed by explosive devices and could also remain viable in the soil for decades.
Roswell is one of the most famous places in the world with stories related to an identified flying object, UFO, and aliens. But if you want to look at this area from above using the Google Earth is afraid that it will be difficult. This place became famous in July 1947 when the U.S. military units stationed in Roswell were notified discovered the rest of a flying saucer. Even then, the Army has rectification that the debris above is not the flying saucer that is in a hot air balloon weather forecasts crash. Since then, Americans gushing about UFOs and get more people to testify again. People talk about racing light metal piece reinforced seemed no wait, the troops found the aliens, both dead and alive. Gethsemane and the Garden of Olives. Garden Heat is a garden of olives in Jerusalem foothills, famous for being the place where Jesus and his disciples prayed the night before he was taken away by nailing to the cross. Gethsemane became the center for Christian pilgrims' most sacred planet. Surrounded by olive trees hundreds of years old, is situated on the mountain garden of Gethsemane Olives in Jerusalem, Israel. For years, people have been arguing about the exact location of the Garden of Gethsemane when some historians assert that it is located a few hundred meters away from the north compared to the current location. The Garden of Gethsemane is also the place where the Virgin Mary was buried and was taken to heaven after death on Mount Zion. Although millions of pilgrims still flock here every year, but Google Earth is still blur a few more in this area. (1968) accident at Thule Air Base of the U.S. is probably one of the most shocking case history and also probably one of the most polluted places. If you type the word Narsarsuaq into Google, you will not see a map image of the area pops up. Dated January 21, 1968, a B-52 grams aircraft carrying 4 atomic bombs that fell on the sea ice, just outside base Thule and caught fire. Over 700 Danish, Greenland and American military personnel had to work in conditions of safety not to clean up nuclear waste. Then these people were not compensated anything, although some people with cancer and infertility. The beautiful Coral Islands are the Tuamotu Islands in French Polynesia in the South Pacific. Whatever looks like an ideal place to vacation, but actually Two Islands is one of the most dangerous places on Earth. 193 nuclear test horrors took place here from 1966 to 1996, including 137 underground tests. In recent years, many studies were conducted to determine the loss of the two islands, and many organizations also urged France to make measures to address environmental damage so far still exist. airbase was the smudge is not a fault of Google, which is a deliberate act. The main former Prime Minister Ruud Lubbers Netherlands have also confirmed there are 22 underground nuclear bomb at this military base. Maybe so, but Google is not allowed to be shown this sensitive area. For one reason or another that this place in Russia again blurred, especially since it is located in the Siberian tundra. Cities near this place, especially Blackened, Russia, Alaska neighbors across the Bering Strait. For one reason or another that this place in Russia again blurred, especially since it is located in the Siberian tundra. Cities near this place, especially Blackened, Russia, Alaska neighbors across the Bering Strait. In fact, these cities are the mysterious figure as Arzamas, 16, Krasnoyarsk, 26, Tomsk, 7,